Nothing but old 45s.
Welcome to a special Labor Day edition of Nothing But Old 45s. And on this special show, I'll be playing records that deal with work. Work, yeah. If you remember the old Dobie Gillis show on TV or even watch the reruns still on the air, you may recognize the beatnik character of Maynard G. Krebs, played by the late Bob Denver. He used to react to the word work like that. Well, all our songs on this edition are going to deal with work. All right. Let's tell you what. Let's get going. Let's get to work.
sound of the men working on the chain gang. That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. All day long they're saying, You know that's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. All day long they work so hard till the sun is going down, working on the highways and byways and wearing a frown. You hear them moaning their lives away, then you hear somebody say, that's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. Can't you hear them saying, I'm going home one of these days. I'm going home, see my woman whom I love so dear. But meanwhile, I've got to work right here. That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. All day long they're saying, my work is so hard, give me water.
Sam Cooke and his number 2 hit from 1960, Chain Gang. The song was one of Sam Cooke's most successful hits, not only landing at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, but also hitting number 2 on the Billboard R&B chart and number 7 on the UK singles chart. I opened our Labor Day special with Billy Joel's 1982 hit, Allentown. It wasn't a big hit for the New York City singer-songwriter, but it told the story of good times and bad times for a youngster and his parents in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and the eventual decline and closure of the steel industry.
WTBR.
Nothing but old 45s.
working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine, whoop, about to slip down, working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine, whoop, about to slip down. 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm already up and gone. Lord, I'm so tired. How long can this go on? Better working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine, whoop, about to slip down, working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine, whoop, about to slip down. 'Cause I make a little money, hauling coal by the ton, but when Saturday rolls around, I'm too tired for having fun. Too tired for having, I'm just working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine, whoop, about to slip down, working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine, whoop, about to slip down. Lord, I'm so tired. How long can this go on? Better working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine, whoop, about to slip down, working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine, whoop, about to slip down. 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm already up and gone. Lord, I'm so tired. How long can this go on? Better working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine, whoop, about to slip down, working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine, whoop, about to slip down. 'Cause I make a little money, hauling coal by the ton, but when Saturday rolls around, I'm too tired for having fun. Too tired for having, I'm just working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine, whoop, about to slip down, working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine, whoop, about to slip down.
Oh, now, if any of you have ever worked in a coal mine or know of anyone who has worked in a coal mine, that song makes sense. That was Lee Dorsey and his number 8 hit from 1966, Working in the Coal Mine. Lee Dorsey was a New Orleans singer-songwriter who had 5 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 chart between 1961 and 1966. I began the Labor Day special set with something my father kept telling me when I was a teenager. Get a job. The Silhouettes from Philadelphia slammed onto the Billboard Hot 100 chart with this number 1 hit record in 1958. But for some reason, that was it. It was a one-hit wonder for the group. The song's title and the message were universal amongst teenagers back then and even today.
Nothing but old 45s.
WTBR.
Let's continue our Nothing But Old 45s Labor Day special with Roy Orbison.
Hey now, you better listen to me, every one of you. We've got a lot of work to do. Forget about your women and that water can. Today you're working for the man. Well, pick up your feet, we've got a deadline to meet. I'm gonna see you make it on time. Oh, don't relax, I want elbows and backs. I wanna see everybody from behind. 'Cause you're working for the man. You're working for the man. You gotta make him a hand. daughter every time her daddy's down the line. She says, meet me tonight, love me right, and everything is gonna be fine. So I slave all day without much pay. I'm just biding my time, 'cause the company and the daughter you see, they're both gonna be all mine. Yeah, I'm gonna be the man. I'm gonna be the man. Gotta make it my hand. If I'm gonna be the man, working for the man, working for the man.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey, Mr. Postman. Hey, Mr. Postman, look and see. Oh yeah. Is there a letter in your bag for me? Please, Mr. Postman. Oh yeah. Since I heard from this portrait of mine, there must be some word today from my boyfriend who's so far away. Please, Mr. Postman, look and see. Is there a letter for me? I've been standing here waiting, Mr. Postman, so patiently. For just a card, for just a letter. Say he needs returning home to me. Please, Mr. Postman. Oh yeah. Please, Mr. Postman. Oh yeah. So many days you passed me by. You saw the tears standing in my eye. You wouldn't stop to make me feel better by leaving me a card or a letter. Please, Mr. Postman, look and see. Is there a letter, oh yeah, in your bag for me? You know it's been so long. Yes, since I heard from this boyfriend of mine. You better wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, you better wait a minute. Please, Mr. Postman. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Please check and see just one more time for me. You better wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Please, Mr. Postman. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Deliver the letter, the sooner the better. Wait a minute, wait a minute.
There you go, the Marvelettes, and a number one hit for them from 1961, Please, Mr. Postman. Now, not only was it number one on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, but number one on the Billboard R&B chart for 7 solid weeks. And it was also the first number one hit for a record company called Motown. I'd like to dedicate that song to any of you who work for the U.S. Postal Service. I'll be set with Roy Orbison and his number 33 hit from 1962, Working for the Man. Now, it wasn't a big hit for the Texas singer-songwriter, but it stands out because of its theme, doing back-breaking work for little money for the man. The song has been used in a few movies and recorded by other artists. Well, since we're talking about working for a living, how about a song about what I'm doing right now? Yep, I'm a disc jockey, working up a sweat behind these old turntables, thinking of witty things to say. Not to mention the job of picking out just the right records to play. Well, here's a song from Harry Chapin that explains what I have to go through in my work as a radio personality.
Bravo! Bravo! Hey, was that moving? Was that a great bit?
Hello, honey, it's me. What did you think when you heard me back on the radio? What did the kids say when they knew it was their long-lost daddy? Oh, remember how we listened to the radio, and I said that's the place to be. And how I got the job as an FM jock, the day you married me. It was 2 kids and I was into AM rock, but I just had to run around. It's been 8 years since I left you, babe. Let me tell you about what's gone down. I am the morning DJ at WOLD, playing all the hits for you, wherever you may be. The bright good morning voice, who's heard but never seen, feeling all of 45, going on 15. The drinking I did on my last big gig, it made my voice go low. They said that they liked the young sound when they let me go. So I drifted on down to Tulsa, Oklahoma to do me a late night talk show. Now I've worked my way down home again here to Boise, Idaho. That's how this business goes. I am the morning DJ at WOLD, playing all the hits for you, wherever you may be. The bright good morning voice, who's heard but never seen, feeling all of 45, going on 15. I'm making extra money doing high school sock hops. I'm a big time guest MC. You should hear me talking to the little children and listen what they say to me. I got a spot on the top of my head, just begging for a new toupee. There's a tire around my gut from sitting on it, but it's never gonna go away. Sometimes I get this crazy dream that I just take off in my car. But you can travel long 10,000 miles and still stay where you are. Thinking that I should stop this jockeying and start that record store. Maybe I could settle down if you take me back once more. Okay, honey, I see. I guess he's better than me. Sure, old girl, I understand. You don't have to worry, I'm such a happy man. I am the morning DJ at WOLD, playing all the hits for you, wherever you may be. The bright good morning voice, who's heard but never seen, feeling all of 45, going on 15. I am the morning DJ at WOLD.
That is the story of the life of a radio disc jockey. Well, according to Harry Chapin's point of view anyway. WOLD from 1974. That's not the typical story of a radio personality, by the way. And I'm sure many of you who have sat behind the microphone can relate to that song in some way. And by the way, there are really a couple of radio stations with those call letters. WOLD in Woodbridge, New Jersey, and the other one, WOLD in Marion, Virginia.
Join us up on Facebook. Just search for Nothing But Old 45.
How many of you work in an office? Well, if you do, you know how Dolly Parton feels in her hit song, 9 to 5. So, let's get to work.
Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets, the traffic starts jumping. With folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fair promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. They let you dream just to watch him shatter. You're just a step on the boss man's ladder, but you got dreams he'll never take away. In the same boat with a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in and the tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll your way. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by, it's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and you never get the credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, yeah, they got you where they want you. There's a better life, and you think about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game, no matter what they call it. And you spend your life putting money in his wallet. 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by, it's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, yeah, they got you.
That's Dolly Parton and her story of working 9 to 5 in an office environment. The song was also the title of her 1980 smash movie of the same name, starring, of course, Dolly Parton, Jane Fonda, and Lily Tomlin. The song in the movie struck home with many of you who work similar hours with the hopes of making it up the corporate ladder. I know how that is. Hope you're enjoying this Labor Day special of Nothing But Old 45s. We're going to take a break. On the other side of the break, more Labor Day stuff. The song's all about working. We'll be back. Stick around.
Nothing but old 45's Laugh Track.
Hi, Ed Reimers here at the Huntington Day School in Riverdale, New York. 2 years ago, classes like these, largely absentee, took part in extensive dental research. Young Tommy Molecule here is just a small part of those tests. We'd like to ask Tommy about the tests and their results. Tommy?
Well, the class was divided up into 2 halves. And our half of the class was told to use a normal toothpaste and brush our teeth in a normal manner. The other half was told to use Crest and follow a strict, regularly prescribed oral hygiene program.
And the results, Tommy?
After 2 years, our half of the class with the normal toothpaste had a normal amount of cavities. The half with the Crest had 25% fewer cavities.
But 2 of the girls got pregnant. When you talk about commercials, you can't ignore the bad taste twins, deodorants and mouthwashes.
Katie Winters here at the military ball for Ice Blue. Cool it.
Sometimes the deodorants will show you a lady's dress on screen. It's always a nice dress, pink, lacy, frilly, very feminine, with the armpits eaten out of it. And the mouthwashes. Now, we've made a lot of progress on breath in the last 10 years in this country. Surely, at least in the way we talk about it on television. It used to be a very guarded subject and sort of a veiled hint of that problem. Only your best friends will tell you. Don't be half safe. Now they don't fool around. They let you have it.
Hey, Bill, bad breath. That's what you've got. Yes, sir.
We've been talking about it for 3 weeks around the office, Bill. A lot of laughs. You didn't see it? It's on the bulletin board this morning, I know.
Nothing but old 45s.
That's Maynard G. Krebs reacting to the word work on our Nothing But Old 45's Labor Day special. So let's get back to work with Huey Lewis in the news talking about working for a living.
Some days won't end ever, and some days pass on by. I'll be working here forever, at least until I die. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. I'm supposed to get a raise next week, you know damn well I won't. Working for a living, working for a living, working for a living, living and a working. I'm taking what they're giving, cause I'm working for a living. I'm not complaining cause I really need to work, but hitting up my buddies got me feeling like a jerk. $100 car note, 200 rent. I get a check on Friday, but it's already spent. Working for a living, working for a living, working for a living, living and a working. I'm taking what they're giving cause I'm working for a living. Whoa, working for a living. It's really all the same. Selling souls, rock and roll, any other game. Working for a living, working for a living, working for a living, living and a working. I'm taking what they're giving cause I'm working for a living. Working for a living, living and a working. I'm taking what they're giving cause I'm working for a living. Working for a living, living and a working.
Some of the work gets kinda hard, and this ain't no place to be if you plan on being a star. Let me tell you, it's always cool, and the boss don't mind sometimes if you act the fool at the car wash. Whoa, 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 talking about the car wash, yeah. Come on, y'all, and sing it for me. Car wash. Woo, woo, woo. Car wash, yeah. Well, those cars never seem to stop coming. Work and work. Keep those rags and machines humming. Work and work. My fingers to the bone. Work. If I can't wait till it's time to go home. to play.
Get a wash right away like a car wash.
Talking about the car wash.
Car wash, yeah.
Come on, y'all, and sing it with me.
Car wash.
Sing it with feeling, y'all.
Car wash, yeah.
Oh, 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 oh.
Car
Those
wash.
cars never seem to stop coming. What I say?
Car
Keep
wash,
those
yeah.
rags and machines humming. Let me tell you, it's always cool.
There you go. The story about working in the automotive cleaning industry. Car wash. Yeah. The Sudsy song was a #1 hit for Rolls Royce in 1976, and it was also the title song to the 1976 movie Car Wash. The song describes a fun and easygoing car washing business where the boss don't mind if you sometimes act the fool. Well, I worked at a car wash in Southington, Connecticut, a very long time ago in a very cold January, and believe me, it was not fun. I opened the Labor Day special set with Huey Lewis and the News and a song all about what we all do, working for a living. It wasn't a big hit for the California singer-songwriter, but it remains popular because we all work for a living one way or another. Huey Lewis and his group had a bunch of hits that dealt with common denominator stuff we all have: work, love, and rock and roll.
Nothing but old 45's instrumental hits.
Our Nothing But Old 45s instrumental set for this Labor Day special. That was Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass and their 1966 hit, The Work Song. Calm down, Maynard. The Work Song hit number 18 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and was one of his many hits that he had between 1962 and 1987. Now that is quite a chart run. I opened our instrumental set with David Rose and his orchestra and one of the most recognized instrumental songs in top 40 music history, The Stripper. The song landed at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart during the summer of 1962. Now, here's a piece of music trivia. It is said that The Stripper was chosen as the B-side to David Rose's Ebb Tide record by an MGM Records office boy who was told to listen to some tapes of David Rose songs and pick one out for the B-side. Well, he did, and the rest is history.
Nothing but 45.
WTBR.
Monday morning feels so bad. Everybody seems to nag me. Coming Tuesday, I feel better. Even my old man looks good. Wednesday just don't go. Thursday goes too slow. I'll have Friday on my mind. Gonna have fun in the city. Be with my girl, she's so pretty. She looks fine tonight. She's all inside to me. I'll spend my friend tonight. I'll lift my head tonight. I got to get tonight. Monday I'll have Friday on my mind. Do the 5-day grind once more. I know of nothing else that bugs me more than working for the rich man. Hey, I'll change that scene one day. Today I might be mad. Tomorrow I'll be glad. 'Cause I've got Friday on my mind. I'm gonna have fun in the city. Be with my girl, she's so pretty. She looks fine tonight. She's all inside to me. I'll spend my bread tonight. I'll lose my head tonight. I've got to get tonight. Monday I'll have Friday on my mind. Gonna have fun in the city. I'll be with my girl, she's so pretty. I'm gonna have fun in the city. I'll be with my girl, she's so pretty.
If I were a carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby? If a tinker were my trade, would you still find me carrying the pots I made, following behind me? Save my love through loneliness, save my love for sorrow. I've given you my onlyness, come and give me your tomorrow. If I work my hands in wood, would you still love me? Answer me, baby, yes I would. I'll put you above me. If I were a miller at a mill wheel grinding, would you miss your color box, your soft shoes shining? If I were a carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby? Would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby?
Now there's a song I'm dedicating to all of you who work in the building trades. If I Were a Carpenter, from Bobby Darin. It was a number 8 hit for him in 1966 and talks about how a certain young lady would feel about him if he were a carpenter, working with his hands to make a living. I open the set with something we all think about during the work week. Friday. In this case, Friday on My Mind by the Easy Beats. It was a number 16 hit in 1967 for the Australian group and was the only hit they had in the United States. But the Easy Beats were hot in Australia, their home country, having 19 hits there between 1965 and 1969. Many in Australia consider the Easy Beats to be one of the greatest Australian bands of the 1960s.
Nothing but old 45s.
Filling in the ticket in a little white book. In a cap, she looked much older, and the bag across her shoulder made her look a little like a military man. Lovely Rita, meet a maid. May I inquire discreetly, when are you free to take some tea with me? Home, I nearly made it, sitting on the sofa with a sister or two. Oh, lovely Rita, meet a maid. Where would I be without you? Give us a wink and make me think of you.
Operator, or could you help me place this call? See, the number on the matchbook is old and faded. She's living in L.A. with my best old ex-friend Ray. Gosh, she said that she knew well and sometimes hated. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell him I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real, but that's not the way it feels. Operator, but could you help me place this call? 'Cause I can't read the number that you just gave me. There's something in my eyes, you know it happens every time. I think about the love that I thought would save me. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real, but that's not the way it feels. No, 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 that's not the way it feels. Operator, oh, let's forget about this call. There's no one there I really wanted to talk to. Thank you for your time. Oh, you've been so much more than kind. You can keep the dime. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real, but that's not the way it feels.
There you go, Jim Croce and his 1972 song about an employee of the phone company, an operator. The song only hit number 17 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, but it told the story of a guy talking to a phone operator asking for the phone number of an old girlfriend. Now think about it. When was the last time you actually talked to an operator at the phone company for directory assistance? Over to set with another profession that is forgotten until you get a parking ticket. Lovely Rita by the Beatles. It's the story of a guy who was attracted to a meter maid who was writing him a parking ticket. The song was included on the Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band album in 1967. Well, the Nothing But Old 45's Labor Day special is just about over, but there is one song I have to play.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. A woman done left, took all the reason I was working for. You better not try to stand in my way as I'm walking out the door. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Well, I've been working in this factory now 15 years. All this time I've watched my woman drowning in a pool of tears. And I've seen a lot of good folk die, had a lot of bills to pay. I'd give the shirt right off of my back if I had the guts to say, take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Woman done left, took all the reason I was working for. You better not try to stand in my way, 'cause I'm walking out the door. Take this job and That foreman, he's a regular dog. The line boss, he's a fool. He's got a brand new flat top haircut. Lord, he thinks he's cool. One of these days I'm gonna blow my top, and that sucker, he's gonna pay. Lord, I can't wait to see their faces when I get the nerve to say, take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. A woman done left, took all the reason I was working for. You better not try to stand in my way, 'cause I'm walking out the door. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more.
Come on, Johnny Paycheck.
Take this job and shove it.
There you go. Johnny Paycheck, and a song most of us can relate to from time to time. Take this job and shove it, from 1977. It was only a hit on the country music charts, but has turned into a universal song with a message many of us would like to tell our bosses. But of course, most of us never do. Still, it's the perfect song to bring this Labor Day edition of Nothing But Old 45s to an end. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, putting it together, watching those records on the turntables. I'm your host, Larry Kratka, hoping you have a very good Labor Day weekend. Enjoy it. Talk to you next time on Nothing But Old 45.
Nothing but old 45's classic rock hits.
Class of 1970.
Welcome to a Classic Rock Hits Class of 1970 special. This is going to be a lot of fun because I'm going to take you through the year 1970, both musically and historically. The year 1970 may be special to you. Maybe you were born in 1970, graduated high school or college in 1970. Maybe you got married and started a family. But in either case, I'm sure 1970 is special to you. Along with some of the best classic rock songs we were listening to on our radios back in 1970, I'm also going to give you a lot of historical facts about that year. So turn up the volume because here comes a Classic Rock Hits Class of 1970 special.
Everybody, listen to me and return me my ship. I'm your captain, I'm your captain.
get your mind together. Then come on across to me. We'll hold hands and then we'll watch the sunrise from the bottom of the sea. But first, are you experienced? Or have you ever been experienced? Well, I have. Well, I know, you probably scream and cry that your little world won't let you go. But who in your measly little world are you trying to prove that you're made out of gold and can't be sold? So, are you experienced? Have you ever been experienced? Well, I have. Let me prove it to you. Here in the distance, I think they're calling our name. Maybe now you can't hear them, but you will if you just take hold of my hand. Oh, but are you experienced? Have you ever been experienced? Not necessarily stone, but beautiful.
Welcome to a Classic Rock Hits Class of 1970 special. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you can stick around for the next hour as I play some great classic rock songs that we were listening to on our radios and stereos back in 1970. That was Jimi Hendrix, of course, and something we had on our FM radios back in 1970, Are You Experienced? The song was originally included on his 1967 debut album. It wasn't a hit record as far as hits go, but FM radio stations who were playing what was called album-oriented rock played anything they could lay their hands on from Jimi Hendrix, and they played it year after year after year. I opened the Class of 1970 show with Grand Funk Railroad and something they did back in the summer of 1970, closer to home. It was the first hit record for the Flint, Michigan hard rock group, but it wouldn't be their last. Historically, in 1970, the cost of a new house jumped up to almost $24,000. Of course, that depends on where you bought it. Now, if you rented instead of owning a home, it would cost you between $140 and $200 a month, again, depending on where you live. The average price of a gallon of regular gas? Still pretty cheap, 36 cents a gallon.
WTBR.
Nothing but old 45's classic rock hits. Class of 1970.
That is one of the shortest classic rock songs ever done. Mississippi Queen from Mountain. The song came out during the summer of 1970 and was included on their debut album. The 2.5-minute song zoomed up the record charts and landed at number 21 on the Billboard Hot 100 record chart. I opened the set with Santana and the record that introduced him to many of us, Evil Ways from February of 1970. Santana was something new to our ears, a little rock, a little Latin flavor, and some really, really cool guitar work. Now, historically in 1970, the Boeing 747 jumbo jet made its first commercial flight for Pan American Airlines, and that was in January of 1970. The 747 would soon become one of the most successful passenger airplanes and could carry over 500 passengers on one flight. Now, today, 747s are used primarily for transport of cargo all around the world.
WTBR.
Class of 1970.
I was always thinking
You know, I hope you're listening with earphones or earbuds or really loud radio, because this classic rock stuff is amazing in stereo. Woo! That was Led Zeppelin, and something that was on our home stereos and FM radio stations back in 1970, Whole Lotta Love. I was working overnights at an FM radio station, and I would love to play that around 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, to wake up my audience. Whole Lotta Love actually came out in late 1969, but throughout 1970, it was played over and over again on FM radio stations. I opened the 1970 classic rock set with Neil Young and his first hit record from December 1970 as a solo artist, Only Love Can Break Your Heart. It was from his After the Gold Rush album, which he released after he split up with Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. The song landed at number 30 on the Billboard Hot 100 Singles Record Chart in 1970. Historically, in 1970, when those two records were being played on our radios, an 8-track stereo tape player. Remember 8 tracks? Well, it would cost you about $40 to buy one. Remember typewriters? Well, if you bought one back in 1970, it would cost you about $30. And you could pick up a lava lamp for $20.
WTBR.
Nothing but old 45's classic rock hits. Class of 1970.
Now, back in 1970, not all rock and roll was screaming guitars. One of the more popular bands was out of San Francisco, a band called the Grateful Dead. Here's something they did in 1970.
Trucking, got my chips cashed in, keep trucking. Like the Doodah Man, together, more or less in line. Just keep trucking on.
Arrows of neon and flashing marquees out on Main Street. Chicago, New York, Detroit, and it's all on the same street. A typical city involved in a typical daydream. Tomorrow brings.
Dallas got a soft machine. Houston, too close to New Orleans. New York got the ways and means and just won't let you be.
Most of the cats that you meet on the street speak of true love. Most of the time they're sitting and crying at home. One of these days they know they gotta get going. Out of the door and down to the street all alone.
Trucking like the Doodah Man once told me, you got to play your hand. Sometimes the cards ain't worth a dime if you don't lay them down. Sometimes the light's all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me, what a long, strange trip it's been.
What in the world ever became of Sweet Jane? She lost her sparkle, you know she isn't the same. Living on Reds, vitamin C and cocaine. All a friend can say is ain't it a shame?
Trucking up the Buffalo, been thinking you got to mellow slow. It takes time to pick a place to go and just keep trucking on.
Sitting and staring out of the hotel window. Got a tip, they're gonna kick the door in again. I'd like to get some sleep before I travel, but if you got a warrant, I guess you're gonna come in.
Busted down on Bourbon Street, set up like a bowling pin.
let you be. You're sick of hanging around and you like to travel. Get tired of traveling, you wanna settle down. I guess I can't revoke your soul for trying. Get out of the door, light out and look all around. Sometimes the light's all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me. What a long, strange trip it's been. Trucking, I'm going home. Whoa, whoa, baby, back where I belong. Back home, sit down and patch my bones and get back trucking. Oh, 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 oh.
The tests I gave him show no sense at all. His eyes react to light, the dial's detected. He hears but cannot answer to your call. See me, feel me, touch me, heal me. See me, touch me, heal me. There is no chance, no untried operation. All hope lies with him and none with me. Imagine though the shock from isolation, when he suddenly can hear and speak and see. See me, feel me, touch me, heal me. See me, feel me, touch me, heal me. His eyes can see, his ears can hear, his lips speak. All the time the needles flick and rock. No machine can give the kind of stimulation needed to remove his inner block. Go to the mirror, boy. Go to the mirror, boy. I often wonder what he is feeling. Has he ever heard a word I've said? Look at him in the mirror dreaming. What is happening in his head? Listening to you, I get the music. Gazing at you, I get the heat. Following you, I climb the mountain. I get excitement at your feet. Right behind you, I see the millions on you. I see the glory from you. I get opinions from you. I get the story. What is happening in his head? Ooh.
are The Who and something off their 1969 rock opera album called Tommy. The song is called Go to the Mirror, and while it wasn't a big hit record, it added lyrics to the well-known Tommy Overture. Go to the Mirror was played mostly on album-oriented FM radio stations and college radio stations in 1970, but it was included on the list of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's 500 songs that shaped rock and roll. I opened the set with one of the fan-favorite songs the Grateful Dead did at their live shows, Truckin'. The song was also a favorite of FM radio DJs who played that song whenever they could. Truckin' even made it to the Billboard Hot 100 record chart in 1970, landing at number 64. Truckin' has been recognized by the Library of Congress as a national treasure.
WTBR.
I hope you're enjoying this classic rock hits class of 1970 special. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'm going to give you an idea of what you were watching on TV, or maybe what your parents were watching on TV in 1970. Some of the most popular TV shows on the air back in 1970 were Mayberry RFD, Bonanza, Bewitched, Green Acres, Hee Haw, Hogan's Heroes, Ironside, and Mannix, to name just a few. Now, remember, back in 1970, there were only 3 television networks to choose from: ABC, CBS, and NBC. And depending on where you lived, you may have received maybe 1 to 5 TV stations. There was no internet, no streaming, no videotape, nothing.
Nothing but old 45's classic rock hits.
Class of 1970.
Trouble, babe, you better not mess with me. Hey. 'Cause you know I get you 1 by 1. Ain't no fun. I'm not old hooja man. I'm a bad son of a gun.
After midnight, we gon' let it all hang down. After midnight, we gon' chug a lug and shout. We gon' stimulate some action. We gon' get some satisfaction. We gon' find out what it is all about. What it is all about. After midnight, we gon' let it all hang down. After midnight, we gon' shake your tambourine. After midnight, after midnight, after midnight, so gon' be peaches and cream. After midnight, no cross talk and suspicion. We gon' give an exhibition. We gon' find out what it is all about. What it is all about. After midnight, we gon' let it all hang down. Shake your tambourine. Shake your tambourine. Shake your tambourine. After midnight, so's gonna be peaches and cream. Shake your tambourine. Shake your tambourine. Don't cause talk and suspicion. We don't give an exhibition. We don't find out what it is all about. What it is all about. After midnight, we gon' let it all hang down. After midnight, we gon' let it all hang down. After midnight, we gon' let it all hang down. After midnight, we gon' let it all hang down. After midnight, we gon' let it all hang down.
Oh, I really hope you folks are enjoying this classic rock hits class of 1970 because I'm having a blast playing some great album tracks from that particular year. For example, I just played a couple of songs from artists who were gaining traction all over the world with their rock and roll. That was Eric Clapton when he was with Derek and the Dominoes with their 1970 number 18 hit, After Midnight. It was actually a remake of a 1966 song from J.J. Cale, but the Eric Clapton version became a success. Derek and the Dominoes was basically a blues rock band that operated for just about 1 year. And I'll bet you didn't know this. The Beatles' George Harrison briefly played with the band. I opened the set with the Allman Brothers and something from 1970 called the Hoochie Coochie Man. It was actually from the album Idlewild South from the Allman Brothers, but the album and the single Hoochie Coochie Man were not a big hit until maybe a year or two later when the Allman Brothers began getting a lot of traction on FM radio and their live shows were being sold out. Let's take a look at toys in 1970. Historically, some of the most popular toys in 1970 included Barbie dolls, of course, Apollo moon rocket models, a doll called Chatty Cathy, G.I. Joe, and all his equipment. For the hockey fans of the family, the National Hockey League table hockey game was introduced and became an immediate hit.
WTBR.
Classic rock hits. Class of 1970.
Just got home from Illinois, locked the front door, oh boy. Got to sit down, take a rest on the porch. Imagination sets in, pretty soon I'm singing. Do, 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 looking out my
Nothing says classic rock like a Black Sabbath song, and that's one pretty much all of us know, Paranoid. The song was from their 1970 album of the same name and has since become one of Black Sabbath's signature songs. Now, some music historians say that Paranoid was prominent in the development of the heavy metal genre of music. I opened a set with a rock group that had 6 top 10 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 singles record chart in 1970 alone. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Looking Out My Back Door was a number 2 hit for the California rock group back then. CCR, as we call them, literally took over our radios in 1970. Both top 40 and FM stations were playing CCR songs over and over and over again. Now, before I end this walk down memory lane for the year 1970, let's take a walk down the aisle of a 1970 supermarket. Well, let's see. Some Cortland apples, 10 cents a pound. Grapefruits, 10 cents a piece. Orange juice, 39 cents for a half-gallon carton. A bottle of aspirin, 89 cents for 100 tablets. You want bacon? About 95 cents for a 1-pound package. How about making some cakes? Betty Crocker Cake Mix, 3 boxes for $1. Cereal, 49 cents a box. Finally, Listerine mouthwash, $1 for a 20-ounce bottle.
Class of 1970.
WTBR.
Now, here's an example of a song that came out in 1969, but it was played over and over and over again on our radios. Here are the Rolling Stones and the story about the honky-tonk woman.
I met a gents of ballroom queen in Memphis. She tried to take me upstairs for a ride. She had to heave me right across her shoulder. 'Cause I just can't seem to drink you off my mind. It's a honky-tonk woman. Give me the honky-tonk blues. I later divorced in New York City. I had to put up some kind of a fight. The lady, then she covered me in roses. She blew my nose and then she blew my mind. It's a honky-tonk woman. Give me the honky-tonk blues. All right. It's a honky-tonk woman. Give me the honky-tonk blues. It's a honky-tonk woman. Give me the honky-tonk blues.
That's a real good example of a record that was played over and over and over again throughout 1970, even though it came out in 1969. Honky Tonk Woman by the Rolling Stones. The song landed at number 1 on the record charts all over the world. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is the slammin' drum work by Rolling Stones drummer Charlie Watts. Sadly, Charlie passed away in August 2021 at the age of 80. Well, I hope you enjoyed this Classic Rock Hits Class of 1970 special. I mean, musically, I had a chance to take you through the year 1970 with some amazing classic rock. And historically, I mean, who could believe gasoline was that cheap in 1970? Also, I had a chance to play some really cool stuff from CCR, Derek and the Dominoes, Grateful Dead, and many more. I'm Larry Kratka, your host, and I'll be talking to you real soon.